Rockingham County Schools has about 11,000 students, 1,500 employees. Around 1,100 of those are classroom teachers. We learned about eSentire during our malware attack, which occurred in December of 2017. We had Emotet breach into our network and spread across the district. It caused us to shut the entire district down. We were very fortunate that it never went out and created the ransomware. And through the process of rebuilding our entire network, we worked with a company that introduced us to eSentire. And eSentire came in for 30 days and let us take a look at what was still occurring, attacks that were still being pushed against our network since the breach, help us get the evaluation tools in place, and even come to our district to speak to our board in closed session to help them understand what was still taking place. Our school district is different in the sense that all the funding that comes to us is not a revenue-based. We really need to pick what is the best and use money wisely. It is taxpayer dollars. The technology team is relatively small in comparative to corporations or even other school districts. We're all completely online. The way our students learn, the way our teachers teach, they use their devices and the internet. And if we don't have a robust cybersecurity and the network is down, it makes the job of teaching and learning more difficult just due to the one-to-one aspect and the learning management systems that we currently have in place. For people that are attacking, your bad actors, see schools now as the area where there's a lot of clean data. eSentire sits and monitors everything that happens within our network. All of the blocks that they're putting in place are things that we may never even know existed if it wasn't for eSentire doing this piece. Because we work in a unique environment where our days are from 7:30 in the morning till about 4, there's still a lot of things that are going on at our schools, and we just don't have the ability to be here. Because we never know what our students are going to be into, or our teachers thinking that they found the best website out there and clicking on something that baited them in, that threat detection is very important because it's catching it, it's letting us know that this has happened, and we can remediate the problem. The 24/7 support is really a way for us to know that regardless of what's going on, there's always somebody monitoring the network and reaching out to us should there be a problem. We like the fact that eSentire does the threat hunting for us due to the fact that we would never be able to afford hiring somebody that could do that to make them part of our team. One of my favorite things that eSentire does is their response to when they determine there's something going on. They will begin the phone chain call and they will call until somebody answers, which I really appreciate because it means that we don't have to rely on just one person. There's a chain of 5 of us that call stream will go through to make sure we know that something is going on. My interactions with eSentire currently are through our quarterly meetings. It's an opportunity for us to learn about all the different attacks that were put towards the network, how many of them were able to be remediated before they even got to us, how many of them they reached out to us, what our decisions were. And we're able to kind of look at our trend data to see if we're receiving more attacks during a quarter or less. And that helps us determine as well when we want to do more staff training. I would recommend eSentire to any corporation or school district that's looking for that 24/7, 365 protection. They are our silent partner, but they care deeply about our network and they understand the work of education and the challenges we face. And over the years, especially as we've moved to cloud with a lot of our different departments and resources, it's become even a greater need to make sure that we're securing those connections between us and those providers. When we had our malware attack, we had a pretty significant cost to recover from it. One of the things that we have learned from that event is that when you have a good structure in place to protect your network, for example, using eSentire, we know that in the long run is a lot cheaper than it would be fighting off attacks, doing remediation after an attack, having to take your network down and start all over. In the long run, we actually save money by staying protected.